Trump wins the 2024 election. What's next for Afghanistan and the Bagram Airbase? In the 2024 U.S. presidential election, the results were finally in. Donald Trump, the former president and Republican nominee, emerged victorious, securing 277 electoral votes against Kamala Harris's 224. After a heated campaign, Trump's return to the White House signals a potential shift in America's foreign policy, particularly concerning Afghanistan. Trump's platform centered around promises of strict immigration control, tax cuts, and economic nationalism, but one of the most intriguing aspects of his victory speech was his stance on Afghanistan. During his campaign, Trump made a bold declaration. If he were re-elected, he would work with the Taliban to regain control of the Bagram Airbase. For many, this raised a number of questions. Why would Trump, a president who oversaw the initial negotiations with the Taliban, seek to return to Afghanistan? And what does the Bagram Airbase represent in the broader context of global geopolitics? Bagram Airbase, located in northern Afghanistan near Kabul, was once the largest U.S. military base in the country. It played a central role in the U.S. operations for nearly 2 decades. However, in July 2021, the U.S. military withdrew, leaving behind billions of dollars in equipment as the Taliban swiftly took over the base. Trump, in a highly publicized campaign speech, argued that Bagram was of critical importance to the U.S. because of its proximity to key Chinese missile development sites. Bagram is 1 hour away from where China builds its nuclear missiles, he said, adding that the airbase was now occupied by China. This claim, while contested by some, plays into Trump's broader narrative of confronting China as America's primary adversary on the world stage. Trump's proposal to regain Bagram Air Base has garnered mixed reactions. Many see it as a tactical move aimed at stoking anti-China sentiment among his base, but it also raises the specter of renewed U.S. military involvement in Afghanistan. In a strategic sense, Bagram provides the U.S. with a foothold in Central Asia, a region increasingly influenced by China's growing military presence. However, this also complicates relations with the Taliban, who firmly rejected any future foreign military presence in Afghanistan. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid responded to Trump's remarks by stating that Afghanistan would not allow itself to become a battleground for international powers once again. "We will not allow anyone to use Afghanistan for their own geopolitical interests," he emphasized. The reality of regaining control over Bagram, as Trump envisions, is far more complex. The Taliban, bolstered by strategic alliances with countries like Pakistan and China, may resist any U.S. attempt to re-enter Afghanistan militarily. Moreover, any such move would likely entail significant costs, including military engagement, diplomatic fallout, and the risk of further destabilizing the fragile region. Many experts believe Trump's statements about Bagram are largely rhetorical, designed to appeal to his electorate rather than reflect actual policy plans. After all, his administration signed the Doha Agreement in 2020, setting the stage for the U.S. withdrawal and effectively facilitating the Taliban's return to power. Some critics argue that Trump's fixation on Bagram may be more about leveraging past grievances and positioning himself as the candidate who could take on China and assert American dominance abroad. As Trump begins his second term, the world will be watching how he navigates this complex and volatile issue. Will the Bagram Air Base become a symbol of his foreign policy strategy, or is it simply a tool for garnering political support? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Trump's approach to Afghanistan, like his broader global strategy, is bound to challenge the status quo in ways that could have far-reaching consequences.